Hey everyone, welcome back to Risa Does Makeup. Today's video is episode 1 in my palette series. I've been telling you all for the last couple weeks that I had planned to do this series because I'm kind of on this tangent with complaining about the overload of new products coming out and the continual effort to keep up with all these new launches and just the hype that's created and everybody always just trying to get the latest launch. And a lot of YouTubers, they'll do that because of course we want to be current. Bigger YouTubers of course get sent these palettes and new launches as PR. But for our smaller YouTubers, we feel the pressure too that we want to go and buy all these latest palettes so we can do tutorials with them and review them and all that. But in getting to know my viewers better, my subscribers, I have been hearing a lot of feedback from you that anytime I mention, this problem and this issue with just kind of just moving on to the next thing and discarding everything that's maybe a little bit older, you have told me that you would love to see tutorials on palettes that maybe are a year or two old that you have, that you've looked for tutorials on YouTube and they've all come up maybe 1, 2, 3, even 5 years ago. So you want something fresh and new. So that is what this palette series is. Every week I'm going to be using a different quote unquote older palette. I would love to hear which palettes you guys would like me to use going forward. If this series is something that really interests you, then don't forget to subscribe and click on the notifications because that's really the only way that you will be assured to get the videos in your feed, because what YouTube does, I have recently learned, is that they only show your videos to a small amount of your subscribers when you upload. And then if it gets a good response, then it opens up to more and more of your subscribers. So if you're not getting all of your favorite YouTubers' videos, that's probably why. So hitting that notifications button is really gonna help you to not miss a video. So I'm starting off today with Naked 2. I did this look in a video that I uploaded last week. So this is Naked 2. If you have this palette and maybe you haven't picked it up in a while and you like the look I have on right now, then please keep on watching. All of the items used to prep my face will be listed in the description box, but I am starting with a flat shader brush and the shade Foxy. I'm applying that under my brow bone and then taking it down onto the crease. I'm not bringing the shade onto the lid. I'm only putting this under the brow and in the crease so that the transition shade I use will blend much nicer. Using a Morphe M330 and the shade Tease, I am applying that to my crease as a transition shade, just moving the brush back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. I'm adding a little bit more to intensify the color. Using this uniquely cut Smith 253 brush, I'm going into the shade Snake Bite. And I'm applying this to the inner corners of my eyes and the outer corner of my eye. And you'll see in a second, I'm gonna go back in and intensify it by adding a little bit more color. And then once I've gotten the depth of color that I want, I take the tip of the brush and then just connect the right side to the left side and kind of blend it out as I go. You can kind of see I'm making like a little arc connecting the two sides. And then you want to go back with your crease brush and blend everything out. With a Sigma E47, I'm going into the shade Busted, and I'm just repeating the same steps that I did with Snake Bite. If you have 2 of those Smith brushes, you don't have to change brushes, but I don't have 2 of them, and the other one already had Snake Bite on it, so I went in with the Sigma brush, and as you can see, I'm doing the exact same thing that I had done previously. And now we're back to blending. You're basically gonna blend between each step. Now I'm taking a little bit of that Too Faced Shadow Insurance, placing it on the center of my lid. Then I am taking a synthetic brush. This is just a cheapie I found at a local drugstore. And I'm picking up the shade YDK and applying that to the center of my lid in between the 2 inner and outer colors. I'm taking it right up to my crease, not into the crease, but up to the crease. And I'm gonna repeat this until I get the intensity that I'm looking for. I'm just going back and touching up the edges with Busted. Now to conceal my under eyes, I'm using the sample of the Kat Von D concealer that I received from Sephora, and I'm mixing it with the NYX High Definition Concealer. This Kat Von D is just way too thick and it was a little dark for me, so I am blending the two. The NYX makes it a little bit of a thinner consistency, not as like heavy and gloppy. I just did not really like that Kat Von D on its own. So now you can see I'm just taking a dry beauty blender and blending it all out. I wanted to use my Monica Kadar C2 yellow powder to set my concealer, but I couldn't find it. So here I am using the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Light. Now this eyeliner, I had to do most of it off camera because I was trying to do it one-handed while holding a compact and it just wasn't working. So I ended up doing the rest of it off camera. Now I'm taking the Frankie Rose black eye pencil and lining my inner rims and my upper rims, tight lining. Now using a pencil brush, I am taking Tease, which was my transition color, and I am using that to blend out the black as well as just to apply a light shading underneath the lash line. So just going back and forth with Tease. Now using another pencil brush, I am taking Booty Call, and I'm applying that to my tear ducts as well as a little bit right under the arch of my eyebrow, just to give that area a little bit of a pop. Now you can stop right here and just be done, add your mascara, but I wanted to darken up the look a little bit more. So I took a Morphe M507 and the shade Blackout and went back in to the inner and outer corners, blending through the center, just like I had done with Snakebite and with Busted, just to darken it up a little bit and then blended it out one more time. So now the eyes are ready for mascara. I'm using the sample I have of the Marc Jacobs. It is a really good mascara, but my sample is running out, so it's a little bit dry. And this is the finished eye look with no false lashes. Next, I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow and my Luxie Beauty 181 brush, and just softly contouring my cheeks, my forehead, underneath my chin, as well as a little bit of contour on my nose, just doing that with my finger. For highlight, I'm using a fan brush and applying the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. So for blush, I'm using Milani's powder blush in the shade Tea Rose. I forgot to bring down a blush brush, so here I am just using the Luxie brush that I used for contour as my blush brush. And then to finish off the look, we're going to be doing the lips using the Urban Decay Naked2 lip liner. Then I am applying the NYX matte lipstick in Whipped Caviar. And then the other day I picked up this Huda Beauty lip strobe in the shade Angelic. So I wanted to give it a try with this look, and I really, really like this lip combo a lot. These smell good, they go on nicely, and it is a gorgeous shade. So here is the look completed. I know a lot of you had said you don't like to always see makeup looks with false lashes, so that's why I wanted to show you this. But of course, being a video of mine and knowing how much I love my false lashes, I did apply just some really natural looking wispy ones. So this is the completed look with the lashes. So you get to see it both ways, with and without false lashes. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed episode 1 of this palette series. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. As I said earlier, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.